Before I talk to you about when I start working, let me tell you what I did for the first time that I earned money. I know I'm a banker, but I was an entrepreneur also. I'm thinking of becoming, a businessman in the future. That's what we've been all planning. So the first job I did is carrying bricks for my neighbor. He told us to pick up bricks from a location to a location for his garden. He paid us 2 dirham for 3 days working. So that was my first earning. My dad was very adamant. On one of the Fridays, he put me on a bus that took me to the university in Al Ain. Just like that. With my suitcase, and he said, just go to Al Ain. And when I arrived there, I called him, I said, I don't know what to do. He said, you find your way, I want you to study. And I want you to, take your, bachelor degree. My dream was to become a pilot, but I said, okay, let me try being a banker. I think when I joined as a summer trainee, I used to see the officer. My dream was to become an officer. That was our career ambitions at that time. First 5 years of my career was on an upward trend. I was like one of the high flyers working in operation and retail, and then I moved in the senior roles. So I think 5 years I moved from a manager, a trainee, to a senior manager in 5 years. Nothing is impossible. Nothing can stop you. You can always change. That's what I've been trying to tell a lot of generation right now. You always have to have a plan A. If plan A doesn't work, you have plan B, and if plan B doesn't work, you have plan C. You cannot just depend on one path. So if you have a career, we all know life, nobody was expecting the pandemic. A lot of people lost their job. What was plan B? A lot of people did not have a plan B. So you have to have a plan B. That's why the government, we as a senior people in this country, trying to teach the generation how to become entrepreneurs, how can they depend on themselves, how can they work as a part-timers or as a freelancers. There's a lot of things that the government is trying to encourage, because seriously, if the career did not work out, at least you have something else to do.